to the Sims live broadcast coming direct to you from the floor of Gamescom in Cologne. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I can't hear myself.
It's hard. It's hard to hear.
Absolutely crazy in here. We have got an awesome show for you guys today, and I'd like to introduce someone who really needs no introduction at all, Mr. King Choi, who's going to help me bring all the awesome stuff straight to you guys today.
Thank you, Ryan. We got an awesome show coming your way. As like you said, from Germany all the way from Gamescom.
Yeah.
We're really excited. We've got a new in-depth look at The Sims 3 Into the Future, as well as producer Jill Johnson from The Sims 4 will be showing you your world premiere first look at The Sims 4 Create-A-Sim, but more on that later.
First up, we're thrilled to be here at Gamescom. It is absolutely insane. For those of you who don't know, there's over 300,000 people that will walk through the show doors over the next 5 days. It is the biggest video game show in the world. It is crazy in here. I think there's probably 300,000 people here in the EA booth right now.
Yes,
it is.
The Sims 4 booth just right behind us.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane.
Awesome.
And if you're like us in the fans here, I'm sure you're really excited to be hearing all the great news that's coming from The Sims.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, last time we've already been to the future. Now we're going
back. Of course, it only makes sense to go back to the future. Last time when we first talked about the game, you had your first look at Create a Plumbot, where you got a chance to learn about all the great creative ways of creating new robots called Plumbots in The Sims 3 Into the Future, as well as taking a look at the wind carvers, which is a new way of hovering around the world. So earlier this week I recorded a gameplay demo, so let's cue that video up and we'll talk through it.
Yeah, now keep in mind, the show is for you guys at home. We've got a great show and we want to hear what you're thinking. We want to hear your questions, we want to hear your thoughts. So if you're following along, tweet at us using the SimsLB hashtag. We'll pick up your tweets and we'll try and answer as many questions as possible.
Yes, definitely. So with that said, let's kick it over to the video and we'll give you your look at The Sims 3 Into the Future expansion pack.
Oh yeah.
Waiting on the video. There you go. I'm not sure, can we start this from the beginning? I'm not sure the video is. The video actually is starting, it's started on, if you're still listening in, we're making sure that the video is starting. The video is not playing at the right, it needs to be at the beginning. It's not playing at the right. So, just a quick second.
Okay, they started it from the beginning.
They started it. Okay. We will. No problem. Well. Going on. But what you're taking a look at here is Oasis Landing, the new world. And we got James, who is our sim from our previous live broadcast that Brittany had. And he's traveling over to the Separatist community, the Separatist neighborhood. And this is a neighborhood where Sims have decided not to embrace anything about the, the new future world or the new future tech objects, and really just decided to live a more simpler life. So James is hovering in on the wind carver to head on into this bar. Even though the community of people here have decided not to embrace any future technology, everybody enjoys a few good drinks every now and then.
Why not?
Why not? So here's a new drink synthesizer, and you notice that James has a skill meter above his head that indicates that as he interacts with these new future tech objects, he will be able to build future tech skills. The new future technology skill. And because I think he's at a high enough skill level, he's decided that he's going to actually make a pretty good drink. But there is a chance if you have a low enough skill, you might be producing a drink of darkness. It's not really called that, but that's what I call it when it's in the game. And it definitely spits it out and it doesn't enjoy it at all. I think we're going back to kind of take a chance to see whether or not he's going to make another one of these drinks. But as he's doing that, let's talk through a little bit about the future tech objects. What we didn't get to show with the video file earlier is you get to interact with a bunch of new future tech objects, ranging from new items like the Dream Pod, where your Sims will be able to program their dreams, and as they're dreaming, you'll be able to also influence the sort of dream and what kind of dreams they're having, to being able to juggle kittens over rivers as you're dreaming about rivers, to bubbles, and when you come out of your dream, you'll be able to see what kind of effect that your Sim has had based upon the sort of dreams that they've been having. So what we see James doing, I don't think he's experienced any sort of failure with the Dream Synthesizer. So I think it's about time that we take James from the pub over to the Legacy Park. And instead of using the wind carver, he's using the new jetpack to instantly. Yeah, that was a jetpack to instantly travel anywhere in the world. And what we didn't get to show a little earlier was jetpacks have the ability, when you actually get a high enough advanced technology skill, you get to actually unlock new interactions with the jetpack, including showing off your jetpack skills by flying around, jetpack slow dance, jetpack kiss, as well as a jetpack woohoo. Yes, I did say that, jetpack woohoo. You'll be able to join the Mile High Club, so I'm sure your Sims wouldn't be too mad about that.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. So what James did, I think he just ordered food from one of our plumbots here at the Outdoor Cafe. And so the Outdoor Cafe offers your Sims the opportunity to not only interact with these plumbots, you also get to order food. There's new food that you can have. There's even a gnome, like a chocolate gnome thing. So I think right now, are we out of the video? Is that okay? Great. So with that said, we gave you a little sneak peek. We had a little bit of a video hiccup, but what we didn't get a chance to see earlier today was we have a great Sims 4 tie-in in EP11, and it's all about discovering these things called program chips. And your program chips allow you to unlock some special concept images of Sims 4 content on the wall projections that you can project into your walls, as well as being able to unlock a special feature on the Dream Pod. So with that said, that's pretty much it. We'll be back with more come September 17th with our next live broadcast. We'll make sure to have a more full in-depth look at that time. Thank you so much, and I think right now at this time we're ready to answer some questions.
That was awesome. That one looks so cool. The jetpack woohoo, the hoverboard that he was riding looks so good. So now we're going to take some questions from the community. We're pulling them up right now. You guys have been tweeting us. Keep tweeting using the SimsLB hashtag, and we're going to answer as many questions as possible.
Got it.
So they're coming up right now. First one. Can actions in the present have an impact in the future?
Yeah. So actions in the present can definitely have consequences in the future. We talked a little bit about it when we first discussed this during our July live broadcast. But what we are going to be able to offer to you players is being able to have your Sims take action in the present day to actually change the course of the future. And that includes your descendants' destiny, be it that they're rich or poor, and also including the ability to have current actions in the present day affect alternate futures in creating a dystopic or a utopic sort of future. And we'll be discussing a little bit more about that in September, so keep an eye out about that. But we got some really great stuff. We didn't also get a chance to talk about the legacy statue. So based upon what your Sims do, like if your Sims become like a philanthropist in your present day, they get a chance to create a philanthropic sort of legacy statue that ends up in the future world. And it also unlocks a new interaction.
I wouldn't mind having a statue of myself.
Yeah, like that in the real world, right? And you'll also be unlock a new interaction where your Sims will give away money in the form of really big checks. And that's something that we didn't get a chance to see today, but we'll definitely make sure that we get a chance to show that later.
Yeah. So people are also wondering, if you have EP2 installed and you have a SimBot, can it interact with Plumbots, and how does that work?
Yeah. Definitely. So SimBots and Plumbots get a chance to interact with each other. And your Plumbots have special interactions with other Plumbots as well as with your Sims. But you know, like other robots, they get to also interact with other objects, and also including other things like supernatural Sims from The Sims Supernatural,
nice.
and
well,
also with
that
SimBots.
leads us to the next question too. Can your pets go to the future with you?
Unfortunately, your pets cannot go to the future with you, but what you can do is have these things called digital pets. We call them sprites. And there's a really cool object in the game called a holodisc, and we'll be revealing more information about that a little later. But I promised last time we were going to talk about it, but we didn't get a chance to show it here. But we got some great photos and screenshots from our Sims Camp members. We'll talk about later, and hopefully you'll catch a sneak peek at these digital pets that's leaking out of all the assets that's coming out.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Okay, I think we probably have time for one more. People now, of course, want to know if they've got seasons installed, will there be seasons?
Exactly. You know,
in the future
definitely has seasons. We're really excited to see what seasons will do, especially in the utopic and dystopic futures, based upon what your Sims do, and kind of see how weather kind of plays into the future.
That's so awesome.
I really do enjoy those like visual aspects of it to bring Oasis Landing to life.
It makes it look beautiful, and it just feels alive. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool. Okay, I think that's all the time we have for questions right now, but don't worry, if we didn't answer your question, we're gonna be able to answer more later, so keep sending them in, and make sure you're using that SimsLB hashtag. We'll try and answer as many as we can in the time that we have.
Yes, and so with that said, as a reminder, The Sims 3 Into the Future comes out this October, and also when you pre-order, you are guaranteed to receive the limited edition content pack, the Quantum Power Pack, which includes the Quantum Power Chamber, where your Sims can enter a frozen deep sleep and you get to freeze their needs, as well as being able to change them into a quantum power suit. And it enables your Sims to teleport themselves and others anywhere in the world, auto-biostabilize their needs. It's got some great gameplay experiences. And so before we move on, we definitely want to give a shout out to all the fans here and around the world. And we've been actually holding a really special event called Sims Camp. And we got a chance to fly in our great group of hardcore community members that are here with us at Gamescom, and they've been taking their first look at some exclusive content at The Sims 3 and at The Sims 4, and of The Sims 4, and the reception has been fantastic.
It's been really cool. So we flew in 40 of the top simmers around there, and we have the biggest builders, we have the biggest content creators, storytellers. They're all here with us at Gamescom, and we're having a great time. They got a chance to take a look at the coming lineup for The Sims 3 for the rest of the year. They got hands-on with Into the Future. It was very cool. And of course, they got to play for the first time ever The Sims 4 Create-A-Sim.
Yes.
It was looking so cool. It was lots of fun. Now, they got to play it. They had a good time. They also took part in some master classes. A set of producers and designers from the Sims 4 team is here. They actually taught classes to give the Simmers a behind-the-scenes look at the Sims 4 and give them all the details and all the good stuff that's coming when the Sims 4 launches next year.
And it was much more than that. Fans in attendance actually got a chance to be the first to learn all up close and personal everything about Create-A-Sim in The Sims 4. And that's something that Joe Johnson will be going through in a little bit. And SimCamp attendees were also here to be the voice of the community, and they were giving us very welcome feedback about the state of the game currently in development, The Sims 4, and also you know, what our fans like you at home are looking for. So as a matter of fact, we've captured some of really fun moments of Sims Camp, as well as the Sims here at Gamescom, in a short little video that we put together. So let's take a look at that footage, and we'll be back with Joe Johnson with the world premiere look at Create-A-Sim from The Sims 4.
Oh yeah.
Buy the game. It looks really cool.
Really nice, smooth. The expressions they make in their faces really has developed in this game. So yeah, very, very impressed.
Zuzu, come and see us on the Sims 4 booth today.
Hello and welcome to Sims Camp. Get ready to check out The Sims 4.
It's amazing because you can control every tiny little detail. The possibilities of making somebody that actually looks like a person or looks like a celebrity, I'm really excited about that.
Welcome back, everybody. That was fun. I have actually not seen that video yet. That was so cool. Gamescom is amazing. We're having a great time out here. But of course, we're always thinking of you guys back at home. We miss you back there. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you enjoyed that video. Now, I would like to introduce Jill Johnson, a producer on the Sims 4 team, who is here to give us a very special world premiere first look at the Sims 4 Create a Sim. How's it going?
It's going well. I'm so happy to be here, Ryan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Are you having a good time at Gamescom?
I am having a blast. This is my first time in Europe ever, and we started it off right. The first thing I did when I got here, I dug right into the currywurst.
Would you say it was the worst curry you've ever had?
It was the worst curry in a good way.
Excellent. Well, you can feel the excitement here.
You can feel it. And as you can see behind me, we have the Sims 4 Create a Sim available for players to get their hands on for the first time ever. The lines are nuts. People are crazy. They just cannot wait to touch this.
You can just feel the electricity in here. It's just absolutely insane. It's so cool. Well, it's been a big week for The Sims. We started off the week with a kickoff at the EA press conference. The Sims 4 started the press conference, and our executive producer, Rachel Franklin, kicked off the show with a really cool trailer. Now, for those of you who haven't seen it, I want to play it. It's the Arrival trailer, and it's awesome. So let's roll that right now. Wow, I'm embarrassed to say it, but I get chills every time I see that video. It was so fun, and I'm just so excited to be able to have Sims 4 announced, and now we can start talking about it and sharing it with you guys. And without further ado, let's jump into the world premiere of the Sims 4 Create a Sim. Take it away, Jill.
Excellent. I am so excited for the first time ever to be finally showing off Create a Sim to the world. So before I dive in though, a few caveats I want to throw out really quick. Everything we are working on right now is pre-alpha software. That means all of the visuals are work in progress, the UI is work in progress. What we really want to celebrate right now is the tool. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in. So as you can see, I'm going to hover my mouse around. First and foremost, with the Sims 4 Create a Sim tool, excuse me, we wanted to make it easy for anybody to use. So as you can see, we're not using sliders anymore. You do not have to be an artist to change the shape of your Sim's body. Look at how many manipulation points we have added to the Sim. You can make the small parts of her arms larger and smaller. We even have shoulder width at this point. This is so amazing. It's so easy. It's so fun. You can just dive right in. Oops, there's some of that UI. And let me just walk you through how many control points we have for the Create a Sim. So you can see I have her hips, I have her waist, I have her bosoms, we have lift and size, I have her thighs. This was an amazing one. We were so excited when we got thighs. And we have the lower legs. And check this out. You can change the size of your Sim's feet. Let me bring you to the side. Look at that huge change you can get there. And while I've got her turned, I also wanted to point out, depending on the angle you are viewing your Sim from, you have different manipulation control points. So this is one of my favorites right here. We can call this the Booty Pow mod. And you can adjust your Sim's posture from the side. You can adjust the size of her tummy if you would like. Look at that, it's so easy. It's so tactile. I can just reach right in there. If there's something that I want to change, I just pull it and tug it. And additionally, we have the same type of the system for face customization. We are so excited about this. If you want to move the eyes around, you just reach right into the game and you pull and you move the eyes. You can move the nose up and down. It's so intuitive. You don't have to think about which slider to use or which way to pull. It just follows your mouse. You get the chin. We have the jawline. And again, same with the body. We have different manipulation points depending on which angle you're looking at your Sim from. So you can move the mouth in and out from this view. You can move the jaw. We have rotational movements. So under the hood here, we have many sliders going to work all in tandem at the same time. That's a good one. So I'd also like to direct your attention over to the side here. So one of our big areas of focus in Sims 4 is making sure that we have a broad range of facial bone structures that we can supply people. The most important thing is that you can make yourself. We want people to be able to make themselves. They can make people that they know, that they can relate to. And we have built the Sims faces as interchangeable parts that are so much easier to get ethnic diversity than any previous games that we've had so far. So here's just a few snippets. These are all starter points. You're not locked to any of these faces. So if you'd like to start with one of them, you can then further go in and customize it more with these presets on the side and of course with the direct manipulation modifiers. So while I'm on her, I'm going to bring her back out into body view. Here's another really awesome thing that we've added. So just like I showed you those face presets to change the bone structure, we also have pre-made body shapes because not everybody is built the same way. We have a bunch of different body shapes that you can start from, but you're not locked to them. If you want to still fine-tune those details a little bit more, you can just reach right in and do that and get the exact shape that you're looking for. And check out her abs. She has. Here's another thing I wanted to pull your attention to. So just like in previous games, we have our regular fitness and we have our heaviness sliders, but the sliders now change the definition on your Sim's body. So if they lift weights, if they're really working out, they're gonna have a six-pack and it's gonna show. Same thing if they eat donuts all day, their six-pack goes away. It's all right. And also, speaking of fine details, if you're a Sims Cast Create a Sim player like myself, you want to go right for advanced mode. We have not limited this away. So just the same way, you can reach in and you can pull the higher level features of your Sim. If you enter advanced mode, we have more fine-tuned details. Wrap her eyes. Yes, and for the first time ever, check this out. You can change the pupil shape. It's really cool. You can make some really freaky characters if you like. You can make some really beautiful characters if you'd like. It's your blank canvas to work from. So, we're not only about looks. We're not only about looks. We've also got some really new clothing features for The Sims 4. So, let me show you the one that I'm just so excited about. For the first time ever, and I know I've wanted this so bad, and I know you guys have wanted this so bad, you can change each other hair, or short hair, or straight hair. They all go together. We got all these mix and matching opportunities. So let's give her some clothes. We don't have to just look at her in her underwear. Another really interesting part of our system that we've added, similar to the hairs and hats, you can also change and add boots and pants. So the boots and pants completely agree with each other and you can add them together. Let's see, let me grab a pair of shoes here. So just like in real life, if you want to give her a pair of tight pants and boots, they will tuck in there just the same as they would in real life. But let's give her a shirt. Let's give her a shirt. There. Much better, much better. So, if we were also to give her a pair of bell bottoms, the shoes and the pants acknowledge each other and the bell bottoms would go over the shoes. So it works really well. It's really exciting. It gives us a lot more flexibility. So, it's not just about her looks though, like I mentioned earlier. Since emotions are the core of our game, we have tied in a little bit more extra features for your Sims that you can apply to their personalities. So, we've had traits in the past games. For the first time ever now, you can also preview and set your Sim's walk cycle. So, what if you wanted to see what she looks like if she walks a little bit perky? What if you wanted to see her walk a little bit snooty? You can add that extra layer of personality into your Sim right here in CAS, and you can see how they're going to act. It's so much fun. Let's see, and actually here's my favorite right there. That's the swagger look. That's the swagger. And so for special for Gamescom also, we've added in these little buttons. Since emotion is the core, since the Sims and how they feel is the core of our game, we've added a few little sneak previews. That's what she looks like angry. Let's see what she looks like sad. Aww. And let's see what she looks like when she's happy. Woohoo! This is so fun to play with. Love this one. So yeah. How are we doing on time right now?
We're doing good.
We're doing good.
Looking awesome.
Excellent.
So cool.
We are so excited. You know, and it's not hard when you have a group of brilliant, talented, creative individuals making a game and a feature that they are just so excited and stoked about. But it makes it even easier when we have wonderful fans like you guys who give us the best ideas, you give us the best feedback, and we thank you so much. This helps us build the game that we all love and that we all want to make.
Now,
thank you.
Speaking of special fans, there's a couple of very special fans I'd like to introduce because at Gamescom this week, at Sims Camp, we've challenged Simmers to recreate me in the brand new Create a Sim tool.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's looking awesome.
It was a blast. Actually, while I was in Sims Camp, I had a couple people mention that they maxed out our game's dorkiness features.
And of course, by dorky, you mean extremely good-looking features.
Extremely good-looking, of course, that's what we meant.
So after all the different versions of me were submitted, we had a panel of judges vote on the best one, and we're going to bring the winners on right now onto the show. So I'd like to welcome Michelle Osorio and Rosanna Koymans. Come on in. Here you guys go. How's it going?
I'm okay.
Are you guys enjoying the show?
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and pull up that image that they created. You guys won. I actually haven't seen it yet. Are we going to pull that up? You guys must have done an awesome job. Yeah. Are you guys enjoying Gamescom?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was your favorite part of Sims Camp?
Meeting up with all the other Sims friends from all around the world.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What did you think of The Sims 4 so far?
It's fabulous. I like the way you can mold your Sims. You can pretty much make any Sim you like. I can make myself, which is a wonder. I love being able to make myself. Yeah.
How about you?
It's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm a filmmaker and I'm a storyteller. I love telling stories, so I think my favorite part is the emotion-based storytelling, that how your feeling affects how your day's gonna go and how your life is.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say something.
No, never mind. You can continue.
Well, thank you for coming on. You guys created an awesome looking sim. You obviously used the good looking features and not the broken features. Thank you very much. Thanks guys. It's great having you here.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Now it looks like questions are actually blowing up about The Sims 4. Everybody's tweeting it. The first thing people are interested in knowing is if you're going to be able to adjust the Sim's height and create a sim.
That is actually a very great question, and that is adjustable sim height is something that we have wanted for so long, and we've had so many very in-depth discussions about that. We are not going to be offering height adjustment in The Sims 4, and that's mainly because we really wanted to focus on our core. We wanted to focus on our prime awesome features with direct manipulation, and we wanted to make the best, most amazing set for base game as we possibly could.
It's looking great.
Oh, thank you.
People want to know, there's been lots of talk about those different ethnicities, so you actually get to use those as a foundation and then you get to manipulate off of that, right?
Absolutely. Something that's very important to point out about The Sims 4 Create a Sim is that each of those face presets, even down to the eyes, even the eye presets, are all unique individual starting points for you to make whoever you need to make. So yeah, we put a lot of focus into different ethnicities and making sure that everyone can make each other.
So there's been a lot of questions about the emotional gameplay and how that affects your sim, and we got to see those 3 buttons in Create a Sim that got to see how Sims look and react in different emotional situations. Is there anything more you can tell us right now?
About emotional states? Well, actually, there is one thing that we have been adding to our game that we're very excited about. So just like we've mentioned, the Sims environment affects their emotional states because that is so important. So everything down to even possibly a few of their clothing items. We have the tech right now to support clothing items pushing moodlets onto your Sim. So for instance, if you put on a really sexy red dress before you go out to a date, if you put that on your Sim, she might feel a little bit more confident than she would have otherwise. She might feel pretty good. So this is a really exciting bit.
So you put on like a red dress or something and your Sim feels confident.
And then you suddenly have the swagger you need.
So moodlets are actually what drive your Sim's emotional states, and there's different intensities and different levels of how they transition through, and your Sim will transition through different moodlets, and then that will push them into different emotional states. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a whole new way to play The Sims. All right, I am getting word now that we are unfortunately out of time. This is crazy right here. There's another show coming on, but we want to thank you guys for tuning in. We've had a great time. You guys had some great questions. Make sure you're tweeting the Sim Gurus. I'm Sim Guru Ryan, Sim Guru Jill. Exactly, and we would love to answer more questions. Sorry we ran out of time. It's insane. It's crazy. So I want to remind you that the next live broadcast is going to be on September 17th. So make sure to tune in then. We'll be able to answer more questions, show off some maybe more casts. We'll see. No promises yet. We're still figuring it out. And beyond, on behalf of everybody here at Gamescom, just want to say thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys had a great show.
Thank you so much. It's so exciting to be here. Thank you for having us. Yeah,
definitely. All right, guys. We'll see you next time, September 17th, for the next Sims live broadcast.
But also, one more thing, due to earlier technical difficulty earlier, we didn't get a chance to show off the full EP11 demo. So we will be back in a little bit over an hour. So at 7:15 or 19:15 military time or Central European Summer Time, we'll be back. And also in the US Pacific Time, we'll be back at 10:15 in the morning, and also at 1:15 in Eastern Time. So check back with us a
Nice
little
work
bit
on the
over an
time
hour.
zone, sir.
No, I know. I was
that was
working.
good.
We
That was
definitely
good.
want to make sure that we show off that demo in a good thing. But thank you so much to the Sims 4, to Jill, to our winners, to Ryan,
Exactly.
and also to allowing me to jump back in here to give you guys a special announcement.
Exactly. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you back here in just a little bit.
Great. Thank you.